Maybe we found love right where we are.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Fall Gear Lab. Today we're taking a deep dive into the CLASSIC PRO CM5. This video is all about looking closely at this microphone, how it sounds, and where it realistically fits. The CM5 is made by CLASSIC PRO. It's a budget-oriented microphone, and it generally feels aimed at entry-level recording, simple home setups, and users who want a low-cost option for vocals, basic spoken voice, or casual recording without expecting a highly polished studio sound right out of the box. In that kind of lineup, it comes across less like a microphone that wins on refinement and more like one that tries to stay usable at a lower price point. First, let's listen to the dry sound. There's no EQ and no processing at all. This is the raw signal from the microphone, and the dry audio starts now.
When your legs don't walk like they used to before, and I can't step up everything, will you might still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? I'm 99. Well, been loving you till was 70. Baby, my heart see for us had a 26. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious way. Maybe just a touch of hand. Me, I fall in love with you every single day. I just wanna tell you I am. So honey now, hey, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of a southern stars. Place your head on my belly heart. Thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are.
From a quick subjective point of view, a few things stand out. The sound feels a bit restrained and somewhat plain overall. It doesn't immediately give you that sense of openness, depth, or fine detail that stronger studio microphones tend to offer. The mid-range is there, and the basic voice shape comes through, but the top end can feel a little limited, and the overall texture is not especially rich or refined. The low end is present enough to keep things from sounding completely thin, but it doesn't feel especially full or authoritative. Overall, the first impression is that it's usable, but clearly modest, and it benefits from some help later in the chain. Looking at broader impressions and general positioning, a clearer pattern appears. The CM5 sits in a fairly average range for clarity, tone balance, detail, noise handling, and mix use, while the biggest positive is really that it remains accessible from a price perspective. The overall profile suggests a microphone that can work, but usually not one that sounds especially finished or impressive on its own. A short summary attached to the source data also describes it as something that is essentially post-processing dependent, which lines up pretty well with that overall impression. That mostly matches what I'd expect here. This doesn't feel like a mic you buy for character, polish, or standout realism. It feels more like a functional starting point. If you're willing to shape it with EQ, compression, and a bit of careful cleanup, you can probably get acceptable results for simple content. But if you want the microphone itself to deliver a more finished, confident, studio-like sound, this probably isn't the kind of model that does the heavy lifting for you. In that sense, it feels less like a plug-and-play, great sound option, and more like a basic platform that needs extra work around it. Next, let's listen to the microphone in a mix with acoustic guitar. It's the same phrase and the same length as the dry take. There's no EQ here. Only level adjustment, compression, and a bit of reverb are applied. The mixed audio starts now.
When your legs don't walk like they used to before, and I can't step up every feet, will you might soon remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile for my cheeks? I'm 99, well, been loving you till was 70. Baby, my heart see for us had a 26. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious way. Maybe just a touch of hand. Me, I fall in love with you every single day. I just wanna tell you I am. So honey now, hey, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of southern stars. Place your head on my belly hole. Thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are.
So, what do you think? Does this kind of simple, budget-first microphone make sense for your setup? Or would you rather spend a little more for something that sounds more polished right away? If you enjoy this kind of deep dive into audio gear, feel free to check out the channel and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.